guys have been traveling just for a little bit, walking on foot as usual, with mission in mind. Take it from here.
So starting the general region in which Kode has to keep a mind of who's keeping an eye out and what drones and cameras are moving about. He doesn't like to be commonly seen by those cameras, so as usual, he takes to an occasional fire escape, which leads to a small section connecting other buildings, and will hop in between, laundry lines and things like that. As he gets closer to the block that resides his family, his mother, and his younger brother, whenever he's around. And it, as usual, is raining, making everything a little difficult to go through, and he has some trouble at first. However, once he finally gets oversight of the entire area and sees that the window lights are on and there's no disturbance in the building, he knows that he has to get all the goods, so to speak, back. So he sends the all clear to the rest of the team from his vantage point, waiting for the techies who have a different type of sight to add in as needed.
That entire time, Killian would be having his trench coat collar popped, trying to, beat back some of the local rain, keeping a close eye on the dock as, he's still kind of going over that mental trip of the fact that he couldn't block off any of those incoming ads from the dock or do anything about it. His eyes just slowly scanning about the area, making sure that the dock keeps his head about him, but then also making sure that they're not going through any RD scanners that may be trying to infiltrate the dock some more, being that he's in such a sensitive state. So Killian would be doing the occasional sweep to make sure that the airwaves are clear. So, no more damage would be done to the dock, as he's a vital part to actually executing this operation for the mom.
Okay. Doctor?
I think as concerned as Kode is with staying off camera, and as careful Killian is to keep as much of the rain off him as he can, I think especially after the ad blitz that he went through, Doc Faustus is sort of just staggering down the street almost, whereas Kode is kind of zipping through fire escapes and across laundry lines. The guy with the big lobster claw is never exactly going to be subtle. And,
what is the status of your arm where your augmentation connects?
Worsening. I think now, even without pulling aside his coat or his shirt or anything, it is spreading up his neck and onto his face. That sort of not only the discoloration, but also the sort of hexagonal metal pattern is now creeping up across over his neck. Arm is still functioning. If anything, it's functioning better than it was before. But it is the symptoms are rapidly advancing.
Okay. Haven, welcome back. We are picking up where we left off. The doctor's eyes have just received an amazing amount of advertisements, and then everything went black. In the meantime, everyone else has been trying to pull the team together, and Kode has just joined everyone else. What is Haven doing before... Now, we are picking up exactly where we left off 2 weeks ago. What is Haven doing to assist the doc, or what have you?
Say the last 5 words that you just said. I'm so sorry.
No problem. What is Haven doing? What is Haven doing? The doc just got hit with everything. Kode just joined the team again, and you guys are still out on the street. You're about to perform, or you're heading to the location, to Kode's mom's house, to replace the eyes, and we're going to conduct the surgery. I'm curious what Haven is doing.
She will probably try to play doctor on the doctor, I think. we're gonna go with that.
Okay.
I don't know what that's gonna look like though. So.
Sure. Well, are you attempting some kind of medicine or what have you?
No. I think Haven very much knows her limits and knows that she can't do shit. So I think she's just doing a precursory, like stating the obvious. Like, well, he looks bad, and that's about it.
Okay, so alrighty. So with eyes on everywhere else and feeling the pulse of the city, our Centerson continued their way. Eric, why don't you take us through this as Anon, your character Killian, leads everyone through the dirty streets.
Yeah, so as we make our way through the dirty streets, Killian's eyes would be scanning around his surroundings, once again trying to look out for any of those drones. But that would immediately, remind him of the fact that they haven't necessarily touched base with Kode yet. So Killian would touch to his head the way that he's done in the past, and his eyes just digitize into this glowing red. As these two metallic materials just kind of protrude out in front of his eyes, and he radios in, "Hey, Kode, you there, man?"
One time. Okay, yeah, yes, I am.
Hey, listen. We're on our way to your mom's and everything to do everything that we needed to do. But I just wanted to kind of give you a heads up here. The doc got hit with some frequency waves. Now I know that that's not necessarily in your wheelhouse, but just wanted to kind of let you know if we're a little slower on the giddy up, getting over there to mom's crib. I just wanted to kind of make you aware that there's some things in the airways right now. I mean, folk like you, no disrespect, but you're going to be probably a little better off as far as not having so much hardware on you right now. But there's definitely something trying to mess with us. So just want to give you that heads up as we make our way over to mom.
You got any like ideas or something what I could do? Like, am I looking out for a fucking like antenna or something? Like, I mean, I know it's kind of harsh to ask you. I know you do a lot of the techie stuff, but
no. I mean, honestly, at this point, it could be anything. There was a drone that zipped overhead and kind of like flew down low pretty quick. I tried to do a little bit of a scan on it. I think it might have been something to do with that, but the local beat, they're always trying to put out those scanners to kind of neuralize things like that, to make sure that hackers aren't trying to reach out and bump into any of the big corpos and hear anything extravagant. So a lot of times they'll bump up the airwaves and make sure that they populate it with a bunch of bullshit, so you can't hear any of the nasty wheeling and dealings that they do. You know what I mean? So for if anything, I would just definitely make sure that there's no, mechanical eyes around mom's crib. You know what I mean? Make sure that there's no irregular drones circling around, anything like that.
Well, from what I can see, there's a couple of fucking like the really, really high end cars that come in for, I guess, a special event. But they do this like every other night. They have to feel important. The bar below. To get in the syntax. But they are like, there's a couple cars over here, but nah, dog, like, I don't see nothing crazy. This is usually like the high rollers come in, they buy out the entire bar for the day, and then that's it. I don't think there's much security going on, because it's like just a typical rabble, a line for the regular folks, and the VIP people walk in, and that's basically as far as that goes there. But you gotta go around back to go up the stairs to get to my place. So,
oh yeah, exactly.
That spot is clear.
All right, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we'll definitely, I'll definitely tell the crew that we should make our way around back. It's a better route, and definitely keep prying eyes away from us, especially while we got these hot goods still. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that there's no trackers that are going to be fucking with us or anything like that. However, you know what I mean? There's still going to be some pissed off corporals looking around for their shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
facts.
Three-sided.
You hear that?
Is it
over?
Is this?
You hear that over the waves?
Is there something coming through the waves? I couldn't hear what it was. Did you hear that?
I didn't hear it.
Nothing but the usual. Do I gotta take the glasses off and put them on again? Is that?
No, I thought I heard something trying to go. Hey, just be.
All right. Heard.
Yeah.
Heard.
Hey, Haven, there seems to be some kind of crazy shit. I mean, you heard it. There's kind of some crazy shit going on in the radio frequencies right now, and maybe we should kind of make sure Doc is doing good and get ourselves over there to Dietz's or Cody's crib as soon as possible. He said make our way around back. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not one for the big flashy, bars and clubs and shit like that. Or I mean, I'm not saying you are, but are you familiar like with these kind of establishments, like
with what kind of establishments? I'm so sorry, Doc is not doing great, so I'm a little panicky right now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really too familiar with the flux that's over there by Cody's mom's crib. So he said that there's like a bunch of fancy cars and things like that on the outside. So kind of a heads up, because I know what you do, and you got your feelers out, and all the time. So there's going to be a lot of crazy. I'm thinking above normal emotions kind of going on around that establishment tonight. It kind of seems as if something's going on.
Yeah. I'm a little worse for wear. I'm kind of freaking out that we don't have. If I don't want to sound selfish, but if we don't have a doc, you know what I mean, then we can't get fixed later down the line. So maybe we should fix this. I'm like snapping my fingers in front of his eyes, like, okay, come on, buddy.
I'm aware. I'm training a replacement.
Oh, Hacksaw, right? Yeah. He's a good kid. I mean, he's gonna be great. And Killian just makes eyes over at Haven, like, he's gonna be great. Yeah.
Okay.
He's
cool.
Brighter than we give him credit for.
Oh no, Doc, absolutely. He's a smart kid. Yeah, absolutely. Great choices.
Okay, well, let's do it then.
Yeah. Let's go.
You guys have made your way through the various city streets. There was some kind of a disturbance coming out over the comms, and you're unsure what that was. But memories of that still linger in your head, Killian. Curious, is someone else listening? Meanwhile, Kode, can you describe where you are in relation to your mom's place and the crew?
As per usual, there is a second story, like kind of balcony amongst all the tall buildings in this general area that overlooks what seems to overlook like the VIP outcropping that allows like the valet to drive up with a vehicle, take the vehicle and park it someplace else for all the special people to come through. I'm across the street, kind of overlooking that, and up on the third floor of that same building is the little area in which the hidden off apartment section of where the family lives. So across the street from the whole building overlooking everything, Kode is just kind of watching and making sure, kind of like getting the heartbeat of what's going on, and everything seems normal aside from a couple of vehicles that are coming in for some private event.
You have your glasses on?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a over the earpiece, you can hear it. It seems like a kind of digital static, and then it gets a little bit crackly.
In annoyance, he's going to say nothing and just take off these glasses.
Just before you do. Right before you do.
Yeah.
Just as the earpiece attached to the glasses pop out of your ear, because you have you have no augmentations in you at all, right?
None.
Okay. Oh boy. So the only way that you can hear anything is if it comes out over this. Just as the earpiece leaves, here's what you hear.
3 sighted. Sending units. On our way. Yep. Doctor is with them.
I'm looking at the window to assure that Mom's is okay.
You can see her right there. Yeah, she's fine.
And I will burn a humanity. I'm going to intercept the crew.
Oh shit! Okay, what does burning that humanity do? What have you got going on?
It allows me to use one of my abilities and to get to them without a hitch.
Okay, that's fucking awesome.
But it is very, very limited into how many times I can do anything related to that.
Okay, so you start. Well, you know what, dude? Do me a favor. Describe everything that happens. You don't. It doesn't have to take like 5 minutes, but describe how you're going about doing it. The various parts of the city that you see. Any challenges that you may have come across.
The initial one is trying to figure out the interception of where they are based off of where they said they were last time I spoke to them, which was a few minutes ago.
Yep.
So initially, it is Kode turning around, looking where he came from, and instead choosing the harder route, which will get him there faster. So he has to jump off onto the fire escape, kind of like do like a monkey bar thing between, slide down one of the emergency chutes that are attached to one of the constructed buildings, and start sprinting through the second floor of one of the apartment complexes, kind of like the project buildings.
Okay.
He just cuts through, probably knocks down a few things, which is the big problem that he has to worry about. But by going those like several blocks, doing various things related to that, jumping between telephone like access points, and then down to the first floor to stay out of the main alleyways for the cameras. He's taking a guess, mapping this all out from his experience in the area to try and get in front of them without being seen, to get to them.
Okay, we are going to say that you are on the way. You begin to hear sirens and more all throughout the city as just regular UCU units begin to intercept some poor houseless person on the street or what have you. Entire units come surrounding them, and immediately there's violence that ensues. In other places, gunshots start ringing out as you begin surveilling the city from above. You go from rooftop to rooftop, scaling down, taking the more difficult route. Your ability allows you to get there unimpeded.
Yep.
Okay.
Let me see. Make sure. I'm pretty sure it does. I'm gonna double check to make sure.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Leave no trail or trace. It allows me to, depending on how many I use, if I roll for it too, I can add to it. But I can escape an enemy, leave no trace, navigate to an advantageous spot, or avoid all harm. But those are, I have to use things to get there.
How are you feeling?
Exhausted, because now I'm panicking.
Okay. Oh, really? Okay. So let's say that you are scared. So you're, we're going to say that you are going to get there, but the question is, where are they? Well, to find that out, we now take a look at the sinners, at the other three, through the lens of one of Dietz's drones, who is constantly surveilling them. Guys, take it from here. Describe your surroundings and any billboards or anything like that that you might see.
Yeah, so as we start making our way down like this like really neon lit street, we start making our way down an alleyway, and there's just assorted advertisements for some of the local bars. And as we're making our way closer to the spot, it starts kind of getting grittier and grittier. So we're kind of realizing that we're entering the hood where Kode's family lives. It's kind of normal to hear the local units going around, checking buildings, harassing, making sure that people are doing what they're supposed to be doing. But that there is a sense of intensified noise because of whatever is going on at the Flux. At least that's what Killian is assuming, being that he didn't hear anything over the radio.
So you guys are in an alley, making your way through the grid at this point, which is like all the corporate buildings, etc. That's where a lot of the crime still is, and where the majority of the UCUs are. Now, as that happens, as you start going through the alley, Kode, we now come back to you, and in your headset,
sighted. Look at the alley in between. Yeah, check out. Hold on. I'll shine the infrared. You hear
you hear a chopper off in the distance, Kode, and you take a look. Killian, above your head, a chopper what passes. You don't see any lights or anything like that unless you have the ability to detect some odd frequencies.
I do.
know.
My
I
eyes
do
are
as well,
tagged
yeah.
for multi-spectrum.
So are mine.
Oh shit! So yes, a beam of like a spotlight of non-visible light comes down onto the area. The two of you, Killian, or excuse me, Anon and Dr. Faustus, you both realize that, yep, there's that chopper passing over you.
You're good. As soon as I know the copter is over there, I'm gonna tap on my headset. Disperse, disperse, disperse. And that's all I'm gonna get a chance to say.
Yo, there's helos. We gotta move. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Now.
I'm going up to the edge of the building.
Yep, you do. You manage to go into a shadow just as the helicopter passes over. At one point, it hovered over the area and adjusted the IR, looking for any kind of like warm life forms or anything like that. Kode and Doctor, since you guys were able to see the IR on the ground, you know exactly what it's looking for, like heat signatures or anything along those lines. You guys want to take a moment to do anything to throw it off?
Doc, that's you.
Yeah. Kind of like just digging around in this like shadowed part that we got into for anything flammable.
Yeah, you know what? We can say that there's like you see a bottle of some kind of alcohol on the ground, and it looks like that there's a little bit of something in it.
Yeah. Okay. So I take that. I rip like a section of like my coat off or whatever, and just like dunk it way down into the bottle, light it with my little surgical laser.
What are you doing?
Sort of like a smoke screen, but for heat signatures.
And
Without
I mean, I
waiting
know what
for-
you're doing, but
Without waiting for approval, I just smash it back like behind us the way we came.
okay, all right, totally cool. There is immediately something that's going on directly above. You begin hearing all sorts of communication as a healer. There's just noise everywhere until finally the helicopter just gets the hell out of the area. You guys heard that over your headsets.
Right.
what was that?
They were distracted by something bigger. A code.
Should we not be talking on this right now?
Yo, no. The fucking helo split. But listen, they went on to something bigger. Y'all all right over there? They move on to you?
I'm not there anymore. I'm like a block ahead of you guys, I think. Did you guys see that chopper?
Look up. No, bro, we did, but it bounced. It seems like they got another call or some shit, but whatever it was enough to move them away. I my interceptors in my ears, they couldn't kind of understand if maybe they got another call or fucking what. But all I know is they bounced. They're no longer there. So I think we're good for now, but we got to get our asses inside because they're definitely hot on us. Somebody tipped them off or something is tipping them off right now of our location. Like they have our geo. We need it. We need I'll try to do some scans on the way, but we need to meet up.
Yo,
This conversation needs to happen while we move.
Absolutely.
Follow up 2 blocks north. I'm up on the 4th floor. You'll see me in a sec.
All right.
Just
Start
as
heading that way.
oh, go ahead. Yep, absolutely. Everyone already starts moving in that direction, and then your headsets, all of you, get a little bit of a ping.
Hello, Lowe's. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hey, who's this?
Oh, you've met me. It's been a little bit of time.
Is this Sherry?
You know my voice.
Oh, yes, I do. Can you get us out of here? Where are we going?
Oh, who do you think threw them off your trail? Look,
I look at the others. I'm like,
you see.
We
Can I
know,
please-
Dibs. We know.
Can we please know how the fuck they tracked us?
Sure. You guys have something that they
I
want.
knew it. It's the eye. We haven't been able to kind of decode. Hey, as we're moving, I'm like, hey, Doc, do you have the piece? Who has the piece on him?
think I do.
Yeah, you got it, Doc.
Yeah. As we're moving, Killian would reach his hand out to see the doc. We're gonna hand it to him.
Okay.
Yeah, I hand it over.
Oh, yeah. Killian's arm actually, he pulls out his left forearm and raises up his jacket, so his leather jacket's up to his elbow now, and he has this seam that runs up between his wrist to his elbow, and as he flexes his fist, it opens up into a storage unit. And because he has the storage tag on his arm, Killian puts the eye inside and allows it to close. And when he does, his eyes go fully red and digitize. And you see a bunch of like cylinders kind of turning in his irises as ones and zeros begin just like cascading. And what he's trying to do right now is he's trying to dig into his cyber brain, allowing this to be a part of him to scan to see if there's any kind of tracker on there, and if so, he wants to try to neuralize it. But in doing so, what he's doing is attempting to tap into his cyber brain. So within his mind, he quickly flashes into a space that looks like a hollowed spherical object.
Okay.
And he's just standing in all white, and he's looking at a solitary table in the middle of this room with a spotlight that has the eye on it.
Okay.
And he's trying to realize and see if there's in fact some entity that he would, in his mind, have manifested to look like an individual.
I don't understand. I don't understand. You're losing me on the details.
So Killian sees things in physical form.
Yep.
So right now, and in his mind, he's now, as he's tracking and walking in meat space, in his cyber brain, he's in a solitary room, and the eye that he's trying to scan right now is on a table.
Gotcha.
The way in which he manifests in his mind, if something's being tracked or being held in some kind of security, is there would be a physical body. He would actually witness something that would look like a physical form protecting said entity.
Is there which of your powers are you using? Just the cyber brain?
Cyber brain.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. If you don't mind, may I have a roll plus cyber brain?
Absolutely. All right, and this, and that's a 12.
Fuck. Alrighty, cool. So good for you. Go ahead and ask any question of it that you want. I know what you're looking for. You have described it, but now with that, I'm going to allow you to really drill down.
Killian would attempt to walk closer to allow his eyes to fixate on whatever, and if there's a physical manifestation of a security system,
you see
by the eye.
Absolutely, the eye is in fact encased in code, and you take a look at it, and it appears to be something akin to a firewall. Standard firewall. It's not allowing much to really come in, but it does allow stuff to go out.
Absolutely. And with his jam being the in Icewatch security, being one of their white hat hackers, would he recognize this binary as any of the local big corpos that he may have been hired by to do some security for them?
No.
Okay.
In fact, it seems to be a little bit more advanced than what the standard corporations usually do. It might be military.
Oh. Does this look like foreign military or one that we would be accustomed to being within our...
All things fall under the syndicate. So foreign... It's definitely foreign to you.
So as this happens in his mind, in meat space, Killian, as he's walking, following you all, he says, "This is syndicate code."
And that's when, now this is where your 12 is really going to come in. And that's when you notice one particular thing that you're accustomed to seeing on firewalls, whether various ports and what have you. You see all of those ports as being normal, but then you see a secondary layer. They're using some kind of subfrequency or something along those lines. It's like your typical carrier wave, which will, extend a signal a certain distance or allow a signal to go out. There's something else going on there, and it's traveling over wavelengths that you're not accustomed to. You refocus for a second, and you can see this is like it might as well be like it's a form of radiation that is somehow not detectable by typical detectors. It's really you tapped into something that shouldn't be.
Shit. They're using some kind of I don't know, no disrespect in how I dumb this down, but some kind of like a router system where it's just expanding the signal, but it's like they give it like radiating, you know what I mean? Like the amount of area that this tracker encompasses is way more vast than any other, bullshit that we would have seen, like even on the other, like hard pump item that we got, earlier. Like this is some serious shit.
So kind of like if it were to have big feelings. I mean, you don't know, but for me, big feelings travel further. So
yeah.
Okay. That's not great.
Hold up. Hey, if I'm hearing this right, you're saying that this is something that I should probably not put in my fucking mom's, right? Like that's what that means, right?
Unless I could try to get this shit off, they'd be tracking. This shit would be fucking dangerous as shit to be tracked into your mom, because then there's a meat suit to follow.
You said syndicate. No, I don't want to do nothing to do with those fucking guys at all. Nothing to do.
No, who wants to fuck with the syndicate? Yeah, like I mean, at this point, they're onto us. They're tracking everything the fuck that we did. So, I mean, Kode, I think you're in the clear right this second, but at least us three over here, we're kind of in the hot seat. You know what I mean? Infrared's on us.
And with that, they have been moving forward, Kode, until finally they are now within your sights.
Oh shit! All right. Oh fuck! What are we? Yo, I'm up here. Yo, look! I'll throw my arm up. Can you see me? Yeah. What the fuck are we gonna do? What are we doing?
Well, why can't we just? I don't know.
I could try to remove this, but I'm telling you right now that if I try to do anything to tamper with this and I fuck up, it could potentially just trigger it even more so. So the options
got anybody who can help you? Like, don't y'all do like a bunch of shit? Like,
deets.
Fuck, man, we just came from.
No, you don't gotta
Sherry.
go to him.
Like,
Sherry.
she was just there.
Yeah, Sherry. Yeah, absolutely. Let me.
Loves, I am still here.
Oh my God,
Sherry,
I'm
I'm seeing these ones and zeros encompassing this here. The eye. I'm in my cyber brain right now. Let me kind of like link you in here. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be seeing through my inner eye right now. Like the pineal and all that. So you'll be able to see exactly what the fuck I'm seeing right now. So
1 second, I'm sending you a request for access.
Yep, I'm gonna grant that right now.
Good boy.
In. Okay.
Okay. This is what you saw.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see this secondary layer right here?
I see it.
Yeah.
I'm playing back what you saw, and I'm measuring it up. I can absolutely see that second layer. I've seen this only once before.
All right.
So, when you came to my place, I had a couple of, they weren't really, but they looked like simulants.
Mm-hmm.
They were based off of something real that I had seen previously. That was the last time. I believe that eyeball belongs to a simulant.
Simulant? Fuck.
Can we safely, I don't know,
can we
clean
recode
it up?
Well, you should be able to. It's going to take a little bit more effort, but you should be able to.
Yeah. Not for fucking nothing. I never really messed with Syndicate Code. You think you could try to walk me through this one here?
Well, yeah. here's what's going to happen.
As you guys start coming together, Kode, are you allowing yourself to be come back up with the team?
I'd probably just drop down.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yep, you come down. The four of you manage to find a safe place.
Wow.
Helicopters are still around and what have you. There's a fire somewhere else in the grid. There's probably some sort of mayhem going on. You can even hear the thumping music of a club. Kill City is very much alive, except for where you guys have managed to find a good place. Doctor, meanwhile, with everything that has been going on, how are you handling it? What are you feeling?
I think after the sort of like ads have passed, it's sort of the process of getting yourself back up to speed, and then you realize where you're getting back up to isn't where you used to be. I guess, if that makes sense.
It does.
Like the whole ad thing basically like knocked him on his ass, and as he's getting up, he's like, all right, I should get a little better from here, but he's kind of not getting any better.
Okay.
Kind of, quick cursory check. I think the sort of spreading is even faster at this point. It's
Okay.
Guys, I don't want to put a clock on anything, but if you want me to perform this surgery, it's gonna have to be soon.
I mean,
Understand.
yeah, but we got to get this all cleaned up before we.
I know.
As
Yeah,
Haven,
like this is even like too physically close to Mom right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
as Haven says that,
Anon. All right.
Yeah.
I sent you the instructions.
okay,
Okay, there's also a leader video. So, I want you to take the holo that I sent of the vid, lay that over that. Now, if you have any kind of a flat surface, you're going to have to work on that surface. Don't worry about germs or anything like that. This unit is self-sterilizing. So, if you release any gas or anything along those lines, or you see the outer, there should be on the eyeball an outer shell. It's very tough, and the eyeball will in fact float in it. That is a permeable membrane. Inside of the eye are all the electronics, the lens, etc. But there's also 2 chemical pouches. Anything that you do, make sure that you don't pierce those. But hold on for 1 second. All right.
Yeah.
Holo should now be uploaded over to you right now.
reading.
with that, you see over in your eyes a new HUD come up, and it says request access. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Boom. You acknowledge it, and then an overlay comes over. You can see a brand new virtual reality, something more akin to what you've seen her do in the past, in her space. What you now see is a giant eyeball. As you move around it, your hands are making very minute motions around it, allowing you fantastic accuracy in anything that you do. You can also see a ubiquitous icon in the upper right corner. In this case, it's a share icon. You would be able to share this with the doctor. This will also give him some bonuses on the surgery.
Oh, absolutely. All right, Doc. So listen, man. I got this overlay right here. It's magnifying everything intensely and kind of slowing down, the movements, even though I'm moving at a regular pace. So I should be able to get around this with some precision. But just so you know, this is also going to help you. This is going to be very beneficial, I'd imagine, magnification and, enhance. Yeah.
Okay, Anon,
Yes.
I need you to focus just for 1 second, love.
Yeah.
Okay? Take a look in the back of the unit. You're going to see 2 microscopic chips there. They're on
Got
the
it.
back, okay? Blow up that scene. Good. Just like that. Perfect. The one that you are looking at, the one on the left, that is a transmitter.
Okay.
You need to extract that from the eye. That is what is sending signals currently to the syndicate. And that includes anything that it sees. But it is not active just yet. It's sending out a dummy signal, a carrier, so they know where it is, but it is not transmitting anything else. So we have to make sure that we don't turn it on. You got that,
Right.
love?
Yep, absolutely. Remove, don't turn on.
Good.
Got it.
Now, start working.
How are you feeling about this whole thing right now, Killian?
A lot of pressure.
Okay. Would you say You want to give me something akin to like sad or frightened or fearful?
Yeah, definitely scared.
Okay, so give me scared, and anything else that you need to roll to be able to carry out this action.
All right, so I'll do my cyber brain. I got nothing in scared, so this is just the same 2d6 plus my cyber brain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Doc,
Yeah.
I got a question for you, man.
What's up?
Like, this is a secondary fucking issue we got. And like, again, my full trust is in you guys. But like, it's bugging me, all right? And maybe I don't have like ads or whatever the fuck that distracts you guys from doing anything, but I feel like that was planted for a reason, and I really don't like that it would have been my mom's who would have got. You feel me? Like, are you following like where I'm going with this? Like, can you
What you're saying?
can you give me some fucking reassurance, my guy, please? Like that I don't have to worry about my peoples, like y'all included, but we going to do a thing. You feel me?
I feel you. The best assurance I can offer you is that the way we're carrying and moving these things, all of these problems are occurring while we're holding them so we can fix them. Now that we know that this thing is transmitting and we know how to get rid of that, once Killian does his work, then we can, safely put it in your mom. But the issue is that this is not the first, it's not even just the second fuck up in terms of tracking or anything like that. So I think the next thing we gotta make sure that we check it before we do anything else, because this was a lot closer than it needed to be. But
All right.
The doctor's
I'll tell you this. I'll give you 100% assurance that your mom will see by the end of today, whether it's with that eye or with this one.
And I just like tap the side of my head.
I don't think you have to go that extreme, Doc, but I do.
Yeah, listen,
I
it's
do
not going to do me
appreciate you.
much more good in about a week.
Huh. Damn, you fuck, man. I appreciate you, Doc. Damn. Gotta get you a fucking drink by this weekend or something.
Yeah.
Listen, make sure you are careful with this, okay? Just like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Right.
Okay, wait a second. What did you just do?
With that, what was your roll?
It was a 6.
Okay, it's not a fantastic success, but excuse me, Mike, it's 7 through 10, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so-
7 through 9 is a mixed success. 6 or
Okay.
below is a failure.
There you go, my friend. So,
Can I
oof.
do something?
What?
Can I do something?
Yeah, of course you can. What do you got?
I don't know if I could do this after the fail though, but we'll do it anyways. I think when she hears what's her name? Sherry say like, "What did you do?" I'm going to like kind of peer over Killian's shoulder and be like, "Buddy, you're any more nervous, you're gonna get sweat everywhere." And I'm gonna hold on to his hand, and I want to absorb the fear in his body.
Ooh.
I'd like to absorb it, and I'd like to manipulate it into powerful. So I'm gonna take all of your
Spikes?
scared spikes.
That is 4.
I'm gonna take them all.
Oh
You
shit!
go.
Give me the spikes.
Now,
Give me your
what happens?
spikes.
What happens? All right. So, just for
those
anyone that's watching
forwards
that
for
doesn't
you?
know this, can you describe what a spike is?
Yes, maybe. So spikes are, for everybody else, they're just little boxes underneath your modifier that when they go all the way to the top, you get to do a cool move, I think. But as an empath, I get to take and replenish people's spikes as I'd like, with or without consent.
So every time that you check, it's a check. Like there are 6 emotions attributed to each character, and under each of those are spike boxes. And every time you roll one of those emotions, you then check off a spike. This indicates that you are now feeling that emotion ever increasing. Is that correct?
This is correct. Yes.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so I went from having 4 spikes and being nervous as shit to her just totally wiping them from me and now absorbing those spikes that she can now manipulate how she wishes.
Alrighty, so
Yes.
go ahead and give me a roll, please.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my powerful because I'm feeling like this is my shit.
Yeah, I'd agree. Absolutely. Yeah, man.
So let me go to my 2d6. Where's my 2d6? That's a 10 plus 2. So it's a 12, baby.
That'll do it. Alrighty.
I didn't do it in Foundry. I'll do it next time in Foundry.
It's okay. It's fine. So
Cool.
you get to choose 3 of the following effects. So you get +1 flow. Okay. He
Yes.
isn't aware of what you're doing. That's number 2. Number 3, you don't spike out that emotion yourself. Okay.
Yep.
And you completely clear out or fill up all of their emotion spikes in a different state from which you initially absorbed. And you get to choose which one.
Yeah, so wonderfully enough, he knows exactly what I'm going to do because I'm doing this weird handhold shit.
Yep.
And so I'm going to pick the +1 flow, of course. I don't spike that emotion myself. And I'm going to put all of those spikes into his powerful
Holy
one.
shit, that's awesome. Alrighty. Yeah, you do that. Killian, you're feeling it. Describe the transition and take it from there.
Yeah, so as soon as, Haven says that and, touches his arm, he actually manages to see that energetic ebb and flow of energy the way that she describes. What he usually doesn't. He usually sees a veil of 1s and 0s, the way in which the architects have created this reality. But for this moment, he's catching a vision of Haven's, and as it enters him, it soothes him, and her voice, like with every beat, causes him to just do a slow and steadies out. So as Sherry's like, "What are you doing, love?" He felt the casing of the left port that he was supposed to not pull up. He felt it nudge out, and he just pauses, and he has enough wherewithal to stop and just gently with his thumb press it back into its full closure as he then attempts to continue to finish what he was trying to do with the aid of Haven.
There is a palpable hit of confidence that takes you over.
For flavor, I think that because I don't think Haven was expecting Killian to be able to kind of see what she sees, and I think her flow kind of takes on the shape of a rainbow binary, like an opalescent binary code that transitions.
So
I think it's kind of
using reds and greens, and all of a sudden it just goes and multicolor.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh,
you got this.
Ooh. And it just totally fills up his power spikes, because that now maxes out his power spikes. And now with all the confidence that he can muster, allows the hollow video to take over, and he actually overlays the hollow with the eye that he sees, and within his mind minimalizes it so it's the same size, and then attempts to manipulate the coding to properly do what he's attempting to do, and take off any unnecessary, take off all trackers. There doesn't need to be any trackers. He doesn't feel that that's the way that Kode would want that.
Okay. So several minutes pass by. Doctor, what are you doing during this time, if anything? I know that you were talking with Kode and attempting to relax him. Is there anything else?
I think just kind of doing a quick inventory of what he has in storage in the arm, making sure he has enough local anesthetic, general anesthetic, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
For the surgery.
Yep, absolutely. Looks like you have pretty much what you need left over from the last surgery. So far so good. You're okay. Haven, your job is a success. Kode, you kind of get a wash of confidence, and you can see it on Anon, on Killian. There's a little bit of that kind of comes over you, or at least avails itself to you. With that, several more minutes pass by.
Good. Now, slowly. Treat it well. Good. Now pull it out.
And when he's instructed to do so, he allows the binary code to basically manifest one of the zeros in like a lasso, so he's not even physically touching it, and you guys kind of see him, moving his hands in the air as such, and one of the zeros kind of grabs onto it and just carefully tugs out, and he's just manipulating it with his hands.
When you do that, you notice one other thing.
It has an additional property. Can you look at that? You should have done that, but is it...
Scanning now.
As you do, you see that signal is still there in that piece. To be expected, that is the transmitter. Mm-hmm. However, you start scanning the code. What you pick up on is this thing can be remotely activated. It is completely hidden. And in other words, no one would ever possibly know. Furthermore, you take a look at the equivalency, or the equivalent of a time and date stamp.
Mm-hmm.
It was about 20 minutes ago. That's when the piece appeared on the eye. The hardware itself was created.
Wait,
you see signature of nanotech.
I mean,
nanotech.
Yeah, so good news and fucking weird news. Good news. Got the piece out, got the transmitter in hand. Everything's intact. Seemingly we can use this piece, no issues. It's as clean as it can get, Code. Awkward / bad / what the fuck news. The time that I was able to go into the program manager properties of this piece, which first of all I shouldn't be able to, but thank you, Haven. But there was some hidden properties. It was remotely activated, but not just fucking that. This was created by nanotech 20 fucking minutes ago. I'm gonna give you that one more time for the kids in the back of the class. This didn't fucking exist until 20 minutes ago. We've had it in our possession for longer.
How did it just appear?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it?
It really is the $1 million question, and I only have a single theory, but I think you can already see where I'm going. A delivery system of some kind. Something came near you, released a cloud of these things, small builders. Did you detect anything like that?
Fuck yeah, didn't that thing zip over us?
Yeah.
Hold on for 1 second. Let me patch him in. Deets, can you hear me? Hey, how you doing? We're doing okay, but we have some news. Syndicate material. That's where that eyeball came from. That doesn't check. You certain about that? A nanocloud came in and reconfigured it. What the fuck? That shouldn't be happening. Guys, are you okay?
I mean, as far as we know right now, Deets, but not for nothing, that cloud did come over us. If it went into this piece, fuck knows what other fucking hardware it's tapped into.
Okay, I have an idea, loves. Don't worry about it. Not for now, anyway. Go do what you need to do with the eye. Killian, you did a
Yeah.
hell of a job there. Doctor, it's now going to be in your hands. Do whatever you got to do with that thing. It should be clean, exactly like Killian said. Deets, you and I are going to talk. Come on over. Okay. Yeah, I'll be there in a second.
Bye, Sherry.
Adios,
Yeah.
Chico.
Thanks, Jerry. Hey,
Thanks.
Doc, I'm going to be sending you over this hollow into your headpiece here. This is the one that I was using to do the magnification and also the clarification of anything that you need to do, based off of what I've done. You should be able to download it now.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You
got
got
it.
it? All right,
Yep.
good. Yeah, but this I did some shareware there, so you should be good. It airdropped in.
Yeah. All right.
You guys have gone through already a lot. Having said that, you are finally making... I'm assuming that you are now making your way back to the place above, or back to Cody's mom's house, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
All the while making sure we're not being tagged by any kind of drones.
Allies as always.
Yeah, well, now you're beginning to look out for it. You're doing everything that you can. With that said, you do finally manage to make it back. Now, you are inside of the apartment. It's, thankfully, kind of quiet. The club down below hasn't yet opened. The evening hours are starting to come, and already you can hear the clatter of pieces being moved back and forth, probably furniture or barrels or crates or something along those lines down below. Having said that, though, you are now in the bedroom of Cody's mom, and she's laying there. But as you arrived, you saw that she was already working out with her new spinal cord. So, congratulations.
Ma. Please. It's brand new. Like, why? Just give it a stack.
How else am I supposed to get any good use out of this?
You get over time, Ma. You overwork. Just give it a day to rest.
Oh, honey, you know I feel like I'm 20 years old again. Stop that.
Yes, yeah. 20. I don't want to know what she was doing at 20, Ma. I don't need to know what she was doing at 20, Ma. This.
She turns around and just like smacks your hand.
All right. I didn't mean it. Just come on. All right. You know what? I'm gonna go outside. Doc is here.
Hello, doctor.
Hi, ma'am. Spine's still no issues.
She's standing upright, and while her arthritic knees are still kind of giving out every now and then, you can tell that she's definitely on the course. Considering only 24 hours has passed, she's doing exceptionally well.
Right. It's excellent. We got the eye that you need.
Oh, she like looks at you and then adjusts her vision to the bad eye, and she goes, "It's about time this thing comes out. I'm gonna go lay down. You're gonna go do your job."
Yep.
She lays down. Son.
You're muted, buddy.
Yeah, Ma. There's no more to meat in the fridge.
Get in here.
Yeah,
Get in
He
here.
walks in. He walks in.
You see her hand outstretched. Come here, my boy.
Hey, Ma. What's up? We good?
Yeah, well, you're gonna hold my hand while the good doctor does his job.
Hold up. We didn't give you any hand augments, right? I know that trick. When you squeeze too hard, we didn't do that to you, did we? I know.
And you feel her hand.
I know.
She squeezes, but it's mom squeeze. It's not.
That's still powerful. That's powerful than any augment.
Overreacting. All right.
She like turns and she like fake swats you with the other one.
As that's going on, I'm like pulling like tubes and like needles out of like the storage compartment of my arm and go like, Cody, don't worry, she's not gonna be squeezing very hard for long.
Heard.
Mama V, this is pretty delicate stuff. We're gonna have to put you under like general anesthesia for this.
She looks over at Cody, and she locks her one good eye on you.
What's up, Ma?
I'll be seeing you much clearer soon.
With depth perception.
With that too.
Oh,
That means more accurate, Cody.
it's a handsome face. I got your looks.
Yeah, but this is not going to be my eyeballs, so We'll have to see exactly what you look like. I hope you've been taking care of yourself.
I used
Put me under, Doc.
Yes.
She just said she just leans back.
I put the needle in him.
Give me the stuff.
Slight pinch, and then we're gonna count backwards from 10. All right?
Yep. 10, 9, 8.
All right.
Thank God.
Yeah, and then I get to work.
Alrighty. About 20 minutes, half an hour has passed, and much of the gore has already taken place. However, the doctor now needs to make a fateful roll.
While he's doing that, Kode went in and found the meat substitute and grilled it up in the meantime. Has another one of the veggie substitutes that have been keeping everybody alive for the past couple of months, and he serves it up so they can have something to eat while they wait.
Okay, all right, that sounds good.
So did you want me to roll this as plasma and chrome where I'm the surgeon?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Okay. Do it that way.
Surgeon trusted and reputable?
I would say yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty trusted by this crew.
Yeah.
New parts not used or refurbished. This is a new eye, right?
It is a new eye for these purposes, yeah.
Registered to a company with tracking and legit registration. Probably not, because we just removed its tracking functionality.
Exactly.
We're not doing integration therapy to remove a negative tag.
That is correct.
And we are not adding beyond the default number of tags. This eye is tagged Can See.
Yes. Okay.
So +2 from that. And then do you want me to add a mental state or like an emotional state as well?
Yeah, how are you feeling about this whole thing?
I think peaceful. Like surgery, especially like cybernetics, is something that Doc has done so many times at this point. I think it is like routine almost. Like not like obviously replacing an eye is never going to be, another day at the office.
Sure.
But it's something that he's practiced and he's confident in. I think I would say peaceful. He's sort of just in that sort of like Zen, work until the work is done.
Okay. Well, you begin doing your thing. A little bit of Zen starts coming over you. And now you do have a hollow that was sent to you by Killian, if you wanted to use that.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, as you do, we can add 2 to that. What was your total now?
So my total then would be a +5.
So a total, that's your total modifier?
Yes.
Okay, did you roll?
Not yet.
Let's do that.
A 10.
Shit. Dude, so you rolled a 3 and a 2 +5. That's awesome. All right. So with your 10, describe the operation.
I think it goes off without a hitch. The only thing that I think would be any different than a normal operation is a lot more of the scalpel work is being done with the organic hand. The cybernetic arm is mostly being used as like a sort of just like mobile medical station that has like, it's got like the readouts, it's got the anesthesia and everything, but the like work that is going on near or like upon Kode's mom's face is all organic hand.
Okay. With a successful operation now complete, about 2 hours have passed by. Kode's mom starts coming out of the anesthesia, very, very groggy. A patch is over it. Kode, when you see her, you can tell that there's inflammation in the area, but not as much as you have seen in the past. This surgery went very, very well.
Yeah.
Might be some of my best work.
A little bit of time now passes. You can consider this a little bit of downtime as Kode's mom starts to come back. Erin, thank you.
Nope.
Nope. As Erin's mom.
My mom's not around. My mom's a dick.
As Kode's mom. No augments for your mom.
No augments for you.
As Kode's mom now gets a little bit of rest, you four have the opportunity to take a break and use this as downtime. How do you wish to do this?
Is Cody's mom resting?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. As Cody's mom's rests and recuperates, you guys now have your downtime.
I would like to do a shift at work. I would like to go to work.
All right, not a problem. So, what are you other three doing? Downstairs, mind you, that is where it is, right?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
I do like the little odd jobs, the cast-off jobs off the books, like valet, dishwashing, serving.
Okay.
That's all he does.
So, the entrance to the apartment is alongside.
Side of the building upstairs. You have to walk up the stairs to get to up to it.
So having said that, let me put you in front of this. And as you guys come in, of course, the music is just pounding louder and louder and louder. The neon lights are fluttering everywhere. The club is absolutely hopping. They have a live band tonight. Cody, it's very difficult to see across the way whether or not the person that you're looking for is there. But start getting through a little bit. People, the bouncers, it's like stopping you for a second. 1 credit each. And he looks at you and goes, "Oh, get your ass in here." Yeah, he gets you in. Hold up. Cody, are they with you?
Yeah,
come on in. Come on. You guys start making your way in through the crowds and start going over. Cody, you can see the person you're looking for behind. There's 2 bars. They are behind the first one in the first room that you come into.
Yes. Hey guys, so I'm gonna go to work. That work is gonna make sure your rounds are paid for tonight. That's how we squad everything up. But I'm gonna be around. Y'all do your thing. Yo, that's Babbitt. See the one right there? Their name is Babbitt. Just let them know you're with me. They'll square you away.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just gonna throw off my top, put on one of the fucking server / staff member shirts.
Their uniform mesh tank tops.
Yes, the uniform mesh tank tops with the with the tuxedo T-shirt underneath.
You see a large gentleman, completely chromed out, like both arms, both legs. He comes over. He gives a high five to Cody, passes by, looks at you three, and just turns around in the crowd, starts walking through, and it parts like the Red Sea.
Bar, everybody bar. Me bar. Yeah. I'm going to the bar.
Follow him!
Oh, yeah. For somebody who said he wasn't used to this, Killian seems rather at home in the moment. He has his leather jacket on that he usually has rolled up on his forearms. He reaches onto his collars, and when he presses it, these neon lights illuminate on his back that says Ice Watch Security around his collar, which is the brand of his job, and their logo, which is that Guy Fawkes mask, just illuminates on his back. And he just looks around and he's like, better, off the clock, on the clock, who cares? Let's get a drink.
I could use it.
Makes his way through the club, kind of bopping his head.
Cody,
yeah,
the guy who just gestured to them was like looking at you as they start going in different directions.
Hey, guys.
What? Yeah.
Follow the big guy. Trust me, it's fine. Follow the big guy. You gotta come back together. Follow the big guy. I gotta go to work. It's just trust me.
We're all literally going to the same. Okay.
Follow him.
Yeah.
Follow him.
I guess
I take one step to the right because I didn't leave them at all.
The guy who was there, I don't know. So there was a large chromed guy. He was completely chromed out, arms and legs and everything like that. After he gave Cody the high five, he then looked at the three of you and gestured to follow. He then turned around, started going into the crowd, which then parted like the Red Sea, and then you guys started going elsewhere.
The bar, yeah.
We went to the bar as opposed to following him.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Follow the big chrome guy. Yeah.
He then takes you up some steps through, and he's like pushing people out of the way. He takes you up some steps where it's a little bit like you see 2 other guards at the top of the steps. And meanwhile, the crowd down below, they're having a lot of fun and whatnot. He's moving people out of the way. He then gets you up there, and you can see that there's a private bar up here with maybe only 25 people in a space set for about 60. So it's a little bit less, and there's a couple of empty tables where you guys can now sit.
Okay, this is fine.
Yeah, this will work.
He's waiting for a drink at that bar down there.
Yeah, are we sure that Cody's just a valet here? Like this fucking VIP? Am I the only? Listen, I ain't gonna quit.
He's a lot more than just valet here, but it's his business. This is fine. This is fine. It's a little too swanky. I mean, I was kind of...
Yeah, I'm really more used to sort of pit adjacent locations.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with staying neon. This is the way to live.
I'm used to a bar that maybe has one functioning light bulb.
Yeah, no, I hear you, but
Are you guys at the bar, or at you, or English fail? Are you at the bar, or are you at the table?
I'm going to go towards the bar as I talk to them, and
also head into the bar.
Yeah.
Okay. You see,
no.
You see someone, they completely augmented out, and you see an ear kind of pop out just a little bit and kind of refocus towards you. You go, what's your order?
Something fruity.
Just like you. Be right back. He turns around. And
thanks, Danny.
He turns around, presses a couple of buttons, and you can see like the drink mixer machine. Like, he then grabs a drink and puts it down on the table. Looks over at the next one.
Hey, Doc, you doing a G&T like usual?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 gin and tonics.
And you see, he goes, okay, 1 second. Yeah, what do you want? Turns over to someone else. At that moment, you see another kind of 2 arms come out of his back and start pressing buttons. And as he turns his head, you see another face on the back of his head, which is also looking around and taking care of everything else. This
Nanny,
guy,
how are you?
Danny and me. Oh, I see that now.
Yeah, they do the thing. He does the thing when it's busy. It's fun.
Get it?
2 more gin and tonics are then passed. He then presses a tally sheet, and you can see that it's now up at 3 creds.
Yeah, Cody's got it.
Yep, I said it. Said it.
Drinks in hand. Another 25 people now surrounding you, a completely packed club and live music down below, and an empty table waiting for you if you want.
I'm going to, while the boys are waiting for their drinks, I'm gonna go on my little whatever the kids text on these days. I'm guessing it's a little watch thing.
Razor.
Yeah, it's a pink Motorola Razr, and I'm gonna text Sherry, and I'm gonna say, like, the text message is gonna, like, I'm gonna start it and delete it like 5 times. So it'll say, at syntax, upstairs, might be fun.
Question mark?
You get a signal back. Do you have any augmented eyes, Haven? Tell us. Tell us what you have. Augmented eyes. Okay.
Yeah, they're specific to me.
Okay, so are they networked? I mean, I imagine.
No, they're only the blinders. They're different kinds of.
Gotcha. Okay. Alrighty. You see a BRT pop up on the screen.
BRT. Be right there. Be right there. Guys, Sherry's coming. Sherry's coming. I'm gonna turn around and be like, Manny, I'm gonna need like 3 more of these, like now, not in sequence, like all now.
You say that to the bartender?
Yeah.
Yeah. The bartender's like, he just looks at you, kind of locks gaze, and the arms behind him are like. You see 1, 2 drinks. The arms come forward, and he, like, with the other 2, with his front arms, pushes 2, and then a 3rd comes out as well.
Yeah.
And then it goes tick, tick, tick.
for Sherry, and then these are for me. And I'm going to take them and I'm going to walk them to the table.
Okay. Cody, we're going to drift back to you through many of the eyeballs of the crowds, as well as the bartender and those gathered around the bar. What do they see you doing?
Cody, you know, he has his staff shirt on now, and he heads up to Abbott, who's basically his Mr. Johnson, so to speak, but specifically for things that come in and out of here. The only reason I'm working here is so that I can have a couple of cred to survive whenever I'm doing work, and to do little side missions outside of what Dietz sends me.
Sure. And in here right now, specifically, I think I missed it. What are you doing? Like,
just like bar back stuff. I see something needs done. I'm setting up the tubes that go behind the machine, unlocking it, sliding it back, making sure it's secure and everything is running appropriately, moving somebody out of the way who has shit. You know, the usual working man stuff.
One of the bartenders, the one that you know, what is their name, please?
Abbott.
Abbot?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Cool name.
Yeah, I really like that. Okay. Abbott turns out, and Abbott is completely chromed?
All of the cosmetics, like internally they probably have like meat. I'll leave that up to you, but for visual aesthetics they are all synthed out.
Okay, cool. What do they sound like in your mind?
They have the oh my god, 90s. He had the vector image, the orange haircut.
Oh Jesus, Max Headroom.
Max Headroom. Yep.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
Very Max Headroom kind of vibes in terms of the vocals. Yeah. Yes.
Oh shit.
There it is.
Alrighty.
Hey,
So
no.
bartender's like looking at you and goes,
Hey, good to see you again. Hey, I got a quick question for you.
I know it's been a minute, fam. Hey, I got the people upstairs. I don't.
hey, look, I have to say congratulations to you on your promotion. Hey, look, do me a favor, just get that one case before you resume back at the bar, okay?
Immediately get to work.
A couple of minutes pass by. You end up doing a couple of things there. So he's taking drink orders and he's handling a whole bunch of stuff. And he pats you on the back. And goes, "What the hell did you do to get the promo?"
I did some work. You know that last order you sent me?
Yeah.
I fulfilled that one pretty well. I made sure everybody got what they needed.
They definitely got what they needed. There were some pretty heavy dew augments in there.
Hey, I gotta try and keep that on the DL. I'm trying to keep it kind of quiet. I'm working with another guy, but if you need something, let me know, and I appreciate you helping me out. I'll get what I can in the meantime.
He's looking at you and he's like tapping on your shoulder to get your attention again. He goes, hold on for a second. He turns around, delivers 2 drinks, comes back. He goes, hey, look, this?
Yeah.
He's pointing at his right eye.
What up?
Thank you.
Well, yeah, duh. Like, we got the thing on DL, no problem. Let's just keep it going. We gotta live for something these days.
Cody?
Kill us until proven guilty, right? I gotta go. I gotta run up.
Cody, he waves goodbye, and then you can see it. It like alters for a second. It looks just like your mother's.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, that's a feel. I can't wait to go home now and kiss my mom.
With that, we come on back to the action up top. You 3 are up at the table. About 15 minutes or so has passed by. Down below your table, which it overlooks, people are dancing and lights are flashing. There is pinks and greens and blues which are simply pulsing everywhere. Every now and then there's a bright strobe as lights now flood the area and new LED panels start lighting up, showing a zoomed in view of each of the various dancers, and some people like throwing signs and what have you. Everyone is having a really good time. You see others with like holo cards showing some sort of some sort of text like "Wish you were here," all sorts of weird shit like that. You see others like wearing props as with drinks in their hands. You see others are like clacking at various augmentations on their body, and you see hands are whirling around in the air in impossible fashions. Everyone is having a fantastic time, and then you begin to see certain people in the crowd start kind of slowing down for a second, and heads simultaneously turn back. The crowd toward just out of sight begins to part just a little bit, and you can see someone now starts coming through, walking on air.
Ooh.
A white leather coat with slight LED gold, yellow, and blue trim now coming through the crowd. Hair brought up in two separate buns along with a drip that comes straight on down. A high collar that completely frames her face. You see tight leather pants matching the rest of the outfit and a black top coming down. She moves forward, and you can see that the whole thing is a bodice of leather with the clasps in the front. Everything is matching. As she steps forward, she's tapping some people over here and over there, and they turn and they kind of like just kind of move out of the way. Then she looks around, and you see her kind of tap her eye or tap her temple just for a second, and you get a blip on your screen, Haven. I'm here. Where are you?
She actually came. She actually came. She actually came. She actually came.
Cool. You gotta play cool though. Come on. You know.
I'm cool.
Yeah, totally cool. I mean, relax, we're chill. We're having drinks.
I'm cool. I've got like 2 drinks in my hand. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Like I'm just speaking as like somebody who knows your whole deal. I just got done doing a 2-hour eye surgery, so if you start freaking out, it's gonna harsh my vibe, which will in return harsh your vibe.
Yeah. I'll be cool. I respond. I'm like, oh my god, OMG, we're upstairs, and I have like a little stare emoji, and then like a girl emoji, and then like 2 boy emojis, and then like. There's like a enter, and like I do enter, and then I have like a Kode emoji to show where Kode is because he's downstairs. And then I'm like, come on.
Oh, map.
So while you do that, and then you hit send, you see a hand just come into your field of view, and it shows her palm, and your readout comes up, and she like taps you on the shoulder. Puts a finger under your chin, guides your face up. You take too long.
Hi, here's your drink.
This is. I look at the doc. This is gonna be neon. I feel it.
Yeah, this is gonna be pretty spectacular.
So, I know. Donald is like, Kode now needs his own emoji. All right, dude, you're going to get your own emoji now. So, take a selfie against a neutral background, and we'll turn that into it like tomorrow. She looks over at Anon and Faustus. Gentlemen, mind if I sit?
Very.
Of course not.
Have a seat.
She turns around. She's looking down at the band. Inches out the chair, looks at the two, Anon. Did great work today. And then she sits, looks over at the doctor. How are you feeling?
Complicated question. I'm feeling good. I did good work today as well.
I'd say that you were all very successful. Congratulations. Oh, Haven, thank you for the invite. I really appreciate it, love. I haven't been out in quite some time. Where's the 4th?
He's working, so downstairs somewhere.
Last I saw him, he was over there by the bar doing some tending. Sherry, not for nothing. When I was in there doing the thing, thanks for that helo. I have to say, if it wasn't for Haven, calming me down in the clutch time right there, you know what I mean? They really pulled through for me. So, you know what I mean? Like,
well, you did all the work. Having said that, there's something else that you should know. So, on the way, while you were on your way here, I had a little bit of fun with Dietz. I asked him to send me out all the tracking information on that eye, how it got from the corp over to storage.
Right.
Everything was legit. Everything. I went over everything.
So there's no trace as far as how that nanotech actually got on it.
Exactly.
Everything was just ace.
100% ace.
So we're going to fit that drone that buzzed us.
So was that one of our, like, someone we know, or?
Oh no, that was a syndicate that dropped that tech on us. So if that nano cloud,
with those kind of capabilities, we wouldn't be doing this kind of work.
yeah, absolutely. Either that or they're toying with us, and not for nothing, the syndicate isn't known for playing with their food.
Yeah, but the curiosity that I have is, why are they spending their energy on us? What do we represent to 3 galaxies that they own?
Do you think it has something to do with what you said last time we met, or how you reacted, I guess, last time we spoke? Forgive me, I do listen to you, every word you say. However, I don't quite recall the exact wording of the conversation. Anyways, I had said something that you seemed disappointed about, like I was part of something but didn't know enough about it.
Oh, Dietz already filled me in. And apparently he also filled you in. We are an organization. Are we not organized currently? All sitting around a table?
Well, I mean, no one's taking minutes, but I guess, yeah.
We don't
in
take
a way.
minutes while we're sitting around a table in a very public club.
But what I mean is, do you think that's why they have eyes on? Do they know about you?
She looks around for a second, and you can see a slight bluish tint come over her eyes, like a band of a visor that appears out of nowhere. Takes a look around. So the club is fairly clean. That's the good news. The bad news is, I think you're right. I think that there's something that... This band is good, but they are exceptionally loud. However, I think something has happened where the syndicate now wants something. They are personally invested. They may not even know us. Keep that in mind. They may be just tracking equipment.
I think, not for nothing, especially being that, they're tracking these kind of things that might have been in those, what did you call them back in the days? Those simulant, that simulant technology. Obviously, we know a couple pieces here and there missing. They're probably trying to do some, geolocating to see, the general roundabout area that they either are getting deactivated or ending up. At least if I was somebody tracking, that's what I would do. You know what I mean? And if they're, zeroing it in over here in Kill City, that's a tight enough net of an area enough to kind of, do general sweeps.
Well, the simulants that are in Kill City do need spare parts every now and then. The corporation that manufactured Cody's mom's eye also manufactures those for the simulants. Now, it's stellar equipment, and you cleaned it, so again, congratulations on that. But I don't think it's as simple as that. I really don't. I think that there's a little bit more to it, and I don't yet know why. Like, for example, why all these sub-frequency usages? Why internal firewalls inside of firewalls? Why all the extra protection? It's just an eyeball. It's nothing more than a lens. Yet it comes with its own transmitter, and it does so much more. So Cody's mom may be able to see things. I'm curious if there's any others that have that who are also not simulants. We'd have to do a trace, but I'm going to need your help in order to do something like that. My specialty is not in augmentations, it's in virtual and augmented reality.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm all about the, AR. So yeah, whatever you need.
All right. She turns around, drink in hand, swivels, her eyes drifting from Killian over to the doctor, get fixed on Haven, and then turns around while maintaining a glance till the very second. Meanwhile, back at the bar. Kode?
I spaced out there.
You are doing a phenomenal job over there, and some time has now passed. You can feel the time for a break has now come, and you know exactly where your friends are in case you want to join them.
The first thing he does is walk upstairs, but he's definitely gonna eye Killian. He's gonna give an eyeball to Anon as he approaches, and then what? Sherry's there?
Oh,
hey!
She looks right at you.
Hey!
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm busy. I would like to sit down for at least 5 minutes. I'm exhausted.
A booted foot kicks a chair out in your direction.
All right. He hops over it and sits.
It's about time the gang's all here.
It's good to see you in the
Likewise.
flesh. Yeah.
Sort of.
I'm gonna go within the flesh.
We'll go with sort of.
Yeah.
That's fine. Enough to satisfy needs. We'll just leave it at that. Oh, was that loud?
Loud enough for most people, I guess. Wow. I thought you were the empath. I could see some color change over there. I'm kidding.
Shut the fuck up.
Everybody, is everybody good here? Is everybody all right? Everybody got their drinks. Yo, is that your favorite drink there, Doc? Are you trying to get sauce tonight? Is that what's happening?
I'm not trying to get sauced. I think, honestly, if I have more than 2 tonight, I'll probably pass out.
All right, we'll make sure you have at least 2 and maybe something to wash it down. What's your favorite? Not boozy, but what's your favorite? I'll maybe get something for you that won't get you sauce, but it'll taste good going down.
A drink that's not booze and not water. Come back to me. I might have an answer in 5 minutes.
I'll see if I could get some of that carbonated stuff. I don't know if we got the tubes or not, but I'll make sure it's done. In a minute though.
Yeah.
We need anything right now?
No. If you ask Manny to do the tube thing, it's this really cool thing that he does with the things in the back of his face that come out, and he did it once. It was really cool.
Oh, that's so weird. I hate asking him to do that because he loves to do it, but it's still fucking weird. I don't mean to be rude. Yo, can I talk to you, Anon, for a second? For a quick second.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to. Yeah, if y'all excuse me, let me go talk to my memory group. And I get up and I try to walk to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So looking all smiley, so everybody can see what's going on, and they probably can hear me. I'm completely know nothing about the tech and whether or not I'm on open comms or not. So I'm like, all right.
Anon shuts comms.
All right. Yeah. So, my guy who does the stuff that keeps me, alive when we're not dealing with stuff with beats. Yeah. Yo, guess what?
What's up?
Yo, he's got the same eye my mom's got.
No, not one of those fucking syndicate eyes. That would be horrible. Oh my god,
dead, man. Oh, I don't know what to do about this because now everything's compromised. I know. Upset right now.
Oh, listen. I just gotta say that. I think the syndicate's on our ass right now.
Oh, that's not the news I want to hear. I'm so not ready for that. I'm ready for that.
I know.
They seem like they're having fun. Do you think they're talking about playing darts?
Yeah, darts is exactly the energy.
I love darts.
This is way outside my wheelhouse. I take care of a lot of local things, keep my family together, kind of keep a low
it's okay
profile.
because now you're the driver. It's okay.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. Great. All right. We're gonna talk.
But listen,
about this.
look, we're fine. We'll talk more. We'll talk more.
Yo, please, for the love of God, make sure Doc is having a good time because I know he's not okay.
Just keep pouring the gin and tonics before he dies. Thank you.
I'll see if I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna head back downstairs. 5-minute breaks. I'm gonna send y'all up to what y'all need to go.
Yeah, like I said, the gin and tonics.
Yep, heard. And fruity, right? Haven, fruity.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, extremely.
Sherry?
Incredibly.
Sherry, yeah. And anything special for you?
Oh, I'm
Sherry?
fine. I have everything I need.
I'm sure you do. All right.
All right.
I probably can't afford it anyway. And Cody heads downstairs and makes sure everybody gets everything that they need. And he's actually going to see if there's a seltzer or something available for the doc.
Are you going back to the same bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to maybe get some information or figure out how to do the record feature on my glasses so that they can see that Abbott has the eye as well.
So when you get back, you manage to figure out exactly how to record. You guys start receiving a little bit of an invite to a signal from Cody. You start seeing...
I definitely accept it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And this is, what have you. Cody, when you finally get back there, you could see everyone at the bar is just dead silent. Leaning over Abbott, who is already on the ground in a puddle of blood. You see the old janitor leaning over, reaching into his skull and pulling out his eye. And as he turns around, the janitor looks right at you, and you see blue glowing eyes. We'll see you guys next week.
I fucking knew it. I knew it.
I started grabbing that piece. I'm like, it's go. Charlie's Angel.
Alrighty, so typically, for those of you in the past, we have, hold on, I gotta kick up Discord.
No, Eric's frozen.
Eric is frozen! Poor Eric. Oh no, what happened to him? What happened to him?
The freeze is perfect. I love that.
Well, hold on. Let's go into the after party here real quick. Yes. And is this now working? Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, guys, say
there
something.
It is. Hello.
There we are. All
Hello,
right.
dog.
Hello, dog.
Hello, dog.
It's been a night of tech difficulties. Hopefully, he'll be able to join us again. You guys in the lower left side, you should be able to see the Discord there. This is for those of you that want to be able to join us on the stage, which I'm about to kick up, so that our Patreon members are able to. There we go. Let's get this thing going. This is the after party.
Blast Hard Cheese 69 is such a nice name.
There we go. There.
Blast Hard Cheese.
Mike Fragadino is here. Mike, you should be able to hear me.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Donald is here. Donald, let's get you in there. Amanda, you also have audio right through Zoom as usual.
Oh, I keep forgetting to join.
Yeah, you guys don't have to.
Yeah, I was gonna say joining gives me crazy echo.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you shouldn't have to join. But hey, Donald, do me a favor, man. Can you say something? Donald.
Hello.
Hey, there you go. All right.
Yeah.
Donald, can you hear an echo coming through?
Yeah, if I have the Twitch voice on.
All right.
Yeah, if I have that.
Yeah, okay, good. All right, so hold on. Turn off. I'm kind of curious. Thank you for running this experiment. If you don't mind, turn off the Twitch or just mute Twitch for a second, okay? And Erin, say something.
Saying something. This is
Donald,
me talking.
are you able to hear Erin talk?
Yes.
You are? Okay, good. So you're able to hear it over my connection to Discord. Okay, cool. So, Donald, a lot of stuff went down tonight.
So much brighter.
Guys, while they can hear everything here. So, while a lot of stuff has gone down during tonight's game, anything really stick out as really troublesome? Just kind of curious. There's Zen.
Everything escalated when the Syndicate were mentioned. Everything escalated.
Yeah, the eyeball was definitely a what is happening?
I was surprised, Kevin. I really thought I didn't know that you picked up on it because you played it off so well. It's like, hey, my mom's at that. Oh, I'm reminiscing all of a sudden, and then you go back and you're like, hey, shit just hit the fan.
Yep.
That was so funny. That conversation was the funniest role play I've ever seen on this channel. It was so good.
Zen, Donald, again, welcome. Any thoughts on tonight?
I thought that was awesome.
Donald?
Go ahead, Zen. You can go ahead and go.
I was just saying, I just really enjoyed everything with tonight.
I'm glad you liked it. Players, how did the vibe, the energy, and everything like that work out for you?
The vibe.
The vibes were immaculate.
Yeah, they were. I loved it. It was a really fun. I woke up. I fell asleep putting Bronson to bed, so I wasn't too late. So I woke up and I was feeling really out of it when I started, and then I was like, I'm gonna eat some ice cream, and then I was fine, and it picked up. The game picked up right as I was eating my ice cream, and I was like, let's fucking go, man.
So in case you guys don't know, this person over here is Manda. This is our moderator extraordinaire. Manda does have a voice every now and then in other things. What? No,
not this time. Not this time.
We don't have a voice. Manda, when are we going to have you as a player?
Ooh.
To be determined.
To be determined. Okay, cool. Was there any? So you've been here pretty much every single campaign, in recent years anyway. 37 months you've been. I mean, Jesus, you also sub, which is amazing. I don't know why you sub, but thank you. And you're up there with Don and Zenventus in terms of knowing what's going down. Where is this going in your mind?
I love the fact that now everybody is just so paranoid with, okay, every person you're going to run into is going to have one of these syndicate eyes. Sorry, guys, give me more paranoia.
What kind of complication does that make for you? Players.
So thinking about it, just if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna yammer about this. Thinking about it in like the broad spectrum of things, in any other campaign, you at least have the infinite number of magical solutions that can kind of fight the big bad. However, in this setting, in the cyberpunk setting, as well as what we have available and powered by the apocalypse, something as powerful as the Syndicate, which handles other freaking spaces. We haven't even talked about the space traveler that travel. That's such a high-end thing comparatively for us that it's like not even thinkable as our characters. We're just trying to survive in the damn block that we live on. And when something like the Syndicate comes in as a potential threat to your livelihood, you just want to get out of their sight. You don't want to have nothing to do with it.
Do they know that do you feel that they know who you are as individuals, or is that?
If they do, we're already dead. That's how they feel about it. That's how Kode at least feels about it.
What about the rest of you? And that includes Zen and Lonely Tortoise and Donald.
Oh yeah, no. If you guys upset the Syndicate in any way, I feel like it's not even just like, oh, we're gonna get you, which is scorched earth. Like, there's a spark of rebellion in this small system. Destroy it.
I don't think it's necessarily the Syndicate overall. I think maybe an individual corpo has gotten wind of them and is monitoring them. I don't know which corporation it would be, but something perhaps related to whatever the things that you guys have taken and have broken into, and you've caught someone's interest. And I think it's one of the corpo factions. I don't think it's the Syndicate overall.
That's sort of what I was feeling on it as well, especially because the sort of intercepted communications we heard, they specifically identified Faustus. They're like, yep, we see him, and the doctor's with him. So it made me feel like it was something smaller than like the giant, faceless Syndicate, as opposed, like, because they wouldn't be like, oh, there's the doctor. They would be like, 3 shitheads, shoot him.
I also think that the nanites that you guys discovered today, my theory, I guess, would be that they're already there, and whatever they were put as a failsafe into whatever items you guys have taken, and they get activated under certain conditions, and the corpo can monitor the nanites.
I have a question about the nanites. I feel like this is a thing. Were the nanites inspired, honey, by the little drone thingies in Tau yesterday?
100%.
I fucking knew it. So you do this really cool thing. I love this. When we watch movies together or shows together the night before a game, I always notice that something is inspired by something we watched. So I always try to figure out what it is. You do it every single week. We watch a movie before, and we watch Tau, which is a really movie, TAU. Watch it on Netflix. And there are these little drone thingies that were like cleaners in this guy's house. And I was like, that sounds like the fucking little drone guys.
So, okay, so in the movie, these things are golf ball sized things with little hover fans on them and eyeballs in the middle of them. That is not what this is. These nanites, as Donald has now coined it, are a cloud, and there's like thousands of them in a single cloud. They can construct anything, and they do it out of each other, because these things are just like essentially like little floating pieces of carbon with like wings on them. So they are insidious, but so the notion of there being some kind of an intelligence or a directable machine that can, do that kind of stuff came from Tau, but it also answered a problem that I was having, which was, well, actually, let me ask you guys. With the advent of a transmitter having been discovered on an eyeball, Faustus kind of made a comment that goes, this has happened before, and it's not the first time, it's not the second time. Where is Dietz in all of this?
Don't fucking do this to me, man. Don't.
my kind of stance on it is that Dietz is just in over his head, because prior to this we were just like street level, like step up from nothing criminals. Like he would be like, hey, I heard there's a truck that has like 3 things you can steal, and we'd be like, cool, let's go do it. And now he's like accidentally put us onto stealing syndicate tech, and like that's not the kind of like he's good at what he does in the lane that he does it in. Like this really just stinks of, like, to me, of like no malice on his part, but like hey, this looks like an opportunity, not realizing like what, you know, maybe other people who are like used to dealing with bigger stuff looked at and said, no, that has bad written all over it, that's why it's not touched. But Dietz is just like, hey, that's what we need. It's not like nobody's on it, go get it.
We went from like stealing iPhones to stealing the CPU for a Scud missile or an ICBM.
Yeah, exactly. We just we stole some Motorola Razors, and then Dietz is like, oh, check it out, the nuclear football.
This goes out to everyone in Discord and in the chat here, and for you players. Can Dietz be helped? Can you upgrade him?
Can you?
I would say yeah.
Upgrade him. I mean, he's perfect. So, can you upgrade perfection?
My answer is no. I kind of have a prediction where we might not even be able to see Dietz again, to be completely honest.
Really? Why is
that? So there are. It's either one of two things. Either Dietz has been in over his head and has been backtracked because Sherry was able to basically correct some of his mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And if Sherry can correct his mistakes, that means that anybody better than Sherry, like a syndicate fucking architect, would be like, oh, this schmuck is doing something, delete. Just hit the button and the building is fucking nanites. Or Dietz is actually already successful in basically being promoted and being upgraded, and we were the fall team for it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the only third situation I can think of is that Dietz is sort of being fed bad information by somebody who is so beyond his skill level that he can't recognize it. So he might think like, oh, I got, you know, yeah, the heart was, you know, tracked, but I got a line on the eye from somebody completely different, not realizing that, you know, he was being fed bad info.
Donald, Zen, and Tortoise, what are your theories about Dietz? What needs to happen? Are there any safeguards that the players can build in, or where does that go?
I think what's going on with the whole bad info thing or intel, perhaps Dietz found a source. You know, he thinks it's a good source. You know, maybe from one of the corpos, like Insider or something, and this corpo was like, he's just the corpo guy. This guy could be just trying to make money off the side, but the corporation that he's working for is on to him, and so because they're on to the corpo guy, eventually they're on to Dietz, and which therefore tracking you guys.
Okay.
It's all like leading back to this. This is just, you know, just throwing out ideas, but you know, it's all leading back to this one guy that Dietz is getting intel from and about these jobs.
So it's not pretty. It's either way, it's not pretty. And right now, the prevalent theory is that someone else's. What the Mike? What is that background?
It's my favorite painting. I have a class tomorrow that I have to Zoom to from home, and I didn't want to leave my Cyberpunk background up.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
But I think Kevin's right that at some point Dietz is just not going to be there anymore.
So
man, now it's going to happen because everything that you predict always manifests somehow. I don't like it.
Well, I like Dietz. I hope not.
Yeah, but we'll have to see what's going on there. Let me go to the chat real quick. First off, Alex Vixen, nothing wrong about Fenra whatsoever. I wasn't watching the chat to see if people were creating NPCs and tossing them in, so that's on me. Fenra is not a problem. Creating NPCs to interact and stuff like that is definitely not a problem. Apparently, the Brady Bunch is now a thing. Okay, cool. So, Amanda. Also, Victor, don't worry about it. There's you got a lot of stuff going on. I know that you want to catch up on it. But don't worry at all. Here's the short version. 4 people, low-level criminals, just trying to survive in a cyberpunk setting, end up stumbling across some pretty heinous situations that they have to find themselves out of. However, this is also a game of intimacy. So everything is happening very much on the local to them from things that are big, but, in the end, does the big even see the small? Does the giant actually see the ant? That's a question that I'd be curious if we find that out. But Erin has a petition to change Taylor's name to Watson. Dietz and Watson? Erin?
Amanda got it. It's Dietz and Watson, cold cuts? Like,
I don't get it. All right. Anyway.
Never heard of that brand of cold cut.
I don't know. Is it?
Is that Amanda? Right? Okay, thank you. Victor gets it.
All right, Victor gets it. Okay,
it's a central South Jersey thing, a Philly area thing.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I'm lost.
They made their own gritty sauce.
I feel like it should be more. I listen.
You are such a Jersey. All right.
I'm sorry that it's so regional.
Yeah, right. I know it's incredibly regional.
I thought it was a national treasure. I went to Virginia.
We have to roll up
menacing pictures of gritty.
And there was a Dietz and Watson in the gas station. So I don't know.
Anyway,
whatever.
So there is a bunch of stuff that is going on that we're going to have to find out about. However, I'm beginning to take a look at how we can better use channel points on the stream as well. And this would allow people like Alex Vixen to create an NPC, spend some channel points, not bits, but channel points, and then toss up with a message what it is that your NPC says. This way, we're not flooded with NPC messages. We do get to stay on target, but also the community gets to really take part in this. So if that is something that you'd like to do, I'd love to hear these ideas in our Discord server and other ways that we can use channel points to really reward those people who have been hanging out with us all this time.
I think the world building, by the way, is...
What's that, Zen?
Don't say good ideas on a live mic, because now I'm like, man, that would really work for me.
Yeah, no. Mind you, Zen has a nasty habit of like throwing a wrench into the works.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Erin, you were going to say something, and then we're going to have to wrap this up.
Oh, I just I think that the world building in this campaign is a lot easier. I know it's a question that you had both on and offline, but I think that being able to just come up with Danny and Manny or like whatever we do is like so much easier in this campaign.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that kind of
top tier. Oh no.
Anyway,
they've got some good backgrounds.
Erin, do me a favor. Can you find someone that we should be rating? And while Erin is doing that, Donald, Zen, or Tortoise, you haven't had the ability to speak at all. If you do, please let me hear your voice. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the game, I would love to know what they are. Go ahead, Jeff.
I am here. Hello.
Jeff.
I'm like, it's been a whirlwind of an episode, but like, I'm just here for the Haven romance. Tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. That's totally fair. You know what? That's something I neglected to ask. So, Haven.
What?
Is something going on over there?
I don't know. You tell me, Steve. You created her. What's going on with Sherry? Why is she so fucking hot?
When you started describing like the fit, all I could think of was, yo, what? Like this is something I would make in like Cyberpunk 2077, but there's not enough good-looking features to cycle through.
Gonna create a mod
get
pack.
This. Word, yeah, I gotta mod the game for that.
Hold on. Alex wants me to read something here in the spoiler chat. Pondos. Corpo finds out about Dietz's contact. Instead of directly neutralizing them, they monitor all their transmissions, find out about Dietz, and starts allowing the contact to locate the items that Dietz is looking for. I don't think the players like that.
I mean, yeah.
It's another option on the shit pile, of like no matter how you shake it, Dietz has become a non-reliable contact. Which is a bummer.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
So
we got to understand.
I'm sorry. My other contact, which was much closer to me than Dietz in terms of my private life, I just watched them get their eye scooped out of their skull a second ago.
Yeah, but we kind of didn't mention that.
And the worst part is, it looks like it killed him. And if they called me, I could have done it good.
Alrighty, Erin, who do we have?
So we've got a couple people playing like tabletop games, or if you want to do the idea I gave you yesterday, I got a birthday streamer.
You just give me a thing.
I like the birthday.
All right, we're gonna do the birthday streamer. She's playing Killing Floor 2.
Good game.
Yeah, which we like. Her name is infamous_light, LITE. And we should all say happy birthday.
Okay, so when you go to raid space, the name, you yesterday started saying that we can also toss in a message?
So if you do the for me, hold on, I'll pull up give me 1 second. I'll pull up my channel and then I'll copy the message, my birthday message.
No, I'm asking /raid space channel name.
You all have a good night, all right?
All right, have a great one, man. Take care. Be well.
No, so it's separate. It's a you can have a message prepped for your chat to
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna okay. Raid has been created. We're gonna raid Infamous Light playing Killing Floor. So let's see how that works. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Really, really appreciate it. The raid will commence immediately after the ending. Tune in next week for some serious mayhem. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
All right. Night, everyone.